Hello, how are you, group members? I hope you are okay. I'm also very okay. Welcome again to our online English course. It's your same teacher, Mr. Paul. I want to remind you of what we studied the last session on our English course. It was all about understanding nouns, and we went further by saying that nouns are just words that give names to different things, and we gave some examples like names of animals, names of people. We have also talked about names of utensils, names of body parts, and so on. But after that, we tried to group nouns into two major groups of countable and uncountable nouns. And we said that countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted in a numerical form. For example, books, girls, pens, or phones. And the uncountable nouns, we said that are those nouns that cannot be counted. For example, sugar. Okay, you are talking here of water. You're also talking of milk, and so on. And when I was about to end that lesson, I said that on the coming lesson we'll be discussing about countable nouns and the uncountable nouns in details. Okay, so today is a day of discussing that. So welcome back again. As I've said that countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted, and the uncountable nouns are those nouns that cannot be counted. And today I will go in details on how countable nouns, the nouns that can be counted, can work on in our daily communication when we want to speak to each other or to communicate with other English language speakers. Because countable nouns can be counted, it means that they are also found in a singular form and the plural form. Okay, why? Because a countable noun that tells us about one person or thing is said to be in a singular form. For example, if you say boy, that means one boy, and then that word boy is in a singular form. Or you say girl, okay, it means one girl. Or you say cow, it means one cow. Or tree, it also means one tree. Or you say book, it means one book. And this kind of countable nouns are found in a singular form. But if a countable noun tells us more than one person or thing, is said to be in a plural form. For example, we said that a boy, it means one boy, but if it is more than one boy, we'll be saying boys. As well as when we say girl, it means one girl, but girls, it means more than one. Or if we say cow, it means that it is one cow, but if we say cows, it means that they are more than one. They can be 3 cows or 4 cows, or they can be 10 cows, and so on. But also, if we say tree, it means one tree. But trees, it means so many trees. As I've said, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees, and so on. This is as well when we say book, it means one book, but if we say books, it means there are more than one books. So that is the concept of singularism and pluralism. As I've said, if a noun tells us about one person or thing, we are calling it that noun is in a singular form. But if it tells us about more than one thing or person, it tells us about the issue of being in a plural form. But in English language, there are so many ways in which we use it to form nouns from singular form to plural form. And this will be the center of our discussion for this lesson of today. So let me go direct to our discussion. How now these nouns are changing from singular form to plural form, or how these plural form are formed in English language. Okay, we have a very common way in which we use it to form plural form in nouns. Specifically, I'm talking here about countable nouns, and this is just by adding an s to a singular word. You are just adding an s to change a noun that was in a singular form to plural form. For example, if a noun is in singular form, like this boy, for example, in a plural form you add the s on that boy, and it's going to be boys. Okay, so boys is in a plural form. Girl is in a singular form. In order to form that girl, or to change that girl to plural form, you also need to add the s. So girl is going to be girls. Also, you are talking of book. Okay, book is in a singular form. In a plural form, we call it books. Then desk is in a singular form. In a plural form, they are called the desks. Okay, cow is in a singular form. In a plural form, we add an s, and it is going to be cows. That is a very common way of forming plurals in English language, by just adding an s. Okay, but that is not the only way we can have plurals of these English countable nouns. We have also other ways that we are forming this plural. For example, for those nouns that will end with the letter s, or letter sh, or letter ch, or letter x. Okay, we do not add s like the previous words. We are just adding an es. For those words that we just end or are ending in letter s, or sh, or ch, or x, we are forming plural form by just adding an es. For example, the word class. Okay, the word class ends in s, so we are forming its plural form by adding es. So class is going to be classes. Okay, as well as the word kiss. Okay, kiss is going to be kisses, and the brush is going to be brushes. Why we are adding es? Because brush ends in sh. Okay, another word which we are forming it by adding an es is a branch. As I've said, that if it ends in ch also, we add the es. So branch is going to be branches. Or the word watch, plural form, is going to be watches. Okay, as well as the word box, because the word box ends in letter x, so we are just adding es. So box is going to be boxes, and the tax is going to be taxes. Okay, but we have these words that are ending in o. Okay, all those words that are ending in o, we form plural also by adding es. For example, the word potato. Okay, it is ending in O letter. Okay, so we are adding es and we form potatoes. Okay, the word, for example, negro, okay, also end in O, so we add es and it becomes negros. The word mango becomes mangoes. Okay, and the word cargo is in a plural form. I mean, it is in a singular form. In a plural form, it's going to be cargoes. For example, another word we have volcano. Okay, it also ending in O, so we add es and it becomes volcanoes. But we have some very few words that are ending in O, but we do not add es. We just add an s. These words are called the exceptional words of forming plural. For example, the word piano. Okay, we do not add es, even though it ends with O. Okay, we just add only s. For example, piano is going to be pianos, or kilo is going to be kilos, as well as the word photo, which is going to be photos, or the word logo is going to be logos. So these are few exceptionals which we do not use our principle of adding es to the word that are ending in O. But we have also a group of words that are ending in y. Okay, if those words are ending in y and preceded by a consonant sound, we are just forming plural by changing that y into I and then adding es. Okay, for those words that will end in y, which is preceded by a consonant sound, we form their plurals by just changing that y into I and then we add es. For example, the word baby, the plural form of the word baby is going to be babies. The word lady is going to be ladies. Okay, and the word army, because it ends with letter y, is going to be armies, as well as the word city also ends in letter y. So this word in plural form will be pronounced as cities by adding that es. But also we have some few words that are exceptionals in here. Okay, and what you need to be careful about is because these words are not preceded by consonant sound, they are preceded by vowel sound. Okay, for example, boy. Okay, the first sound before the letter y, or the first letter before the letter y is a vowel sound, so we do not add that ies, we just add s. But if it is preceded by a consonant sound, for example, city, okay, it's preceded by t, which is a consonant sound. So we just remove that y and add ies. We are adding s to the boys because the first letter before y is a vowel sound. So we just be adding s. And then we have those words that are ending in f or fe. The words that are ending in f or fe. These words form their plurals by just changing that f or fe into v. Okay, we are changing that f or fe into v, and then we are adding es. For example, the word knife, okay, is going to be knives. The word wife is going to be wives, or the word half is going to be halves, as well as the word leaf is going to be leaves, and the word calf is going to be calves. Okay, why? Because these words are ending in f or fe, and if they are ending in f or fe, we are just removing that f or fe and change them into v, and then add es. But also in this group of nouns, we have some few exceptions as well, okay? And these are coming from the word chief, for example. We are not changing that into he and adding es, but we are just adding s. For example, chief is going to be chiefs, or safe is going to be safes, or roof is going to be roofs. Those are very common ways in which English nouns are formed into their plurals. But we have the irregular plural formation, okay, that are not following the principles that I have discussed previously. And these include words like man, which form its plural to men, okay. We are just changing their inside vowel. For example, the word woman is going to be women, or the word foot, the plural form is going to be feet, or as well as the word tooth. The plural form of this word is going to be teeth, okay. But we have also a few words that are forming their plural by just adding ed, okay. For example, the word ox, okay, the plural form of the word ox is oxen. And we have another word which is child. The plural form of the word child is children, okay. Make sure that you do not say children's, because I hear most of English learners are mixing that, okay, because they are used to add s in many words of English, and then they also add s in children, and they say children. So we are not saying children's, okay. The singular form of the word child is children. Also, we have some few nouns that have the singular and the plural alike, okay. They are found in singular form alike, like the way they are found in plural form. For example, the word sheep, okay, the plural form of the word sheep is sheep. And the plural form of the word deer, for example, is going to be is deer, or the plural form of the word fish, okay, which is also found alike in singular and the plural form. So fish is singular form, and also fish is plural form. Okay, another word is swine, okay. Swine is also alike in singular and the plural form, because the singular form of swine, the singular swine is in singular form, and the plural form of swine is also swine. Also, we have a few nouns that are referred only in plural form. They are not found in singular form, okay. This include bellows, for example, or scissors, or tongs, or spectacles, okay, and some few words of clothes like trousers, or jeans, or tights, or the word shorts, or pajamas, okay. These are not found in the singular form. They are only their morphological form are only found in a plural form. So we don't have a singular form of trousers. We do not say trouser as a singular form, but we say in a plural form, because they are only found in a plural form. Trousers remain trousers. If it is one, we say trousers. If they are many, we say trousers. And also jeans. If it is one, we say jeans. If they are many, we say jeans. Also tights, as well as the shorts. If we have one, we say shorts. If we have more than one, we say shorts, as well as the word pajamas, okay. But also these are similar to names of different subjects. Names of different subjects are also found in plural form only. For example, mathematics, okay, we cannot say mathematics as in a singular form, but we say mathematics in a singular or in a plural. And also we say physics in a singular or or plural, and also we say electronics, for example, in singular and in a plural. They are only found in a plural form, as well as the word linguistics. Okay, these are some of the subjects that are only found in a plural form. Another group of words or nouns, they are called compound nouns. Okay, compound nouns. What do we mean when we say compound words? These are words that are made of more than one word. Okay, they are combined with two words, for example, or three words together and acting as one word. Okay, these kind of nouns also, they have some expressionality in forming plural form. For example, the word mother-in-law. If it is one, we say mother-in-law, but if they are many, we say mothers-in-law. So we are just adding s to the first word or the head word of that compound word. If it is, for example, brother-in-law, the plural form is going to be brothers-in-law. If it is commander-in-chief, the plural form is going to be commanders-in-chief. Or if we were saying man-in-war, okay, the plural form is going to be men-in-war. So that is how these countable nouns can be found, okay, in a singular form and in a plural form. So it is very, very important for you to understand how to form plural form from singular countable nouns. Because when we speak, sometimes we speak in a singular form and sometimes we speak in a plural form. So we need to know how these nouns can be used when they are in a singular form and when they are in a plural form. Up there, let me say it is the end of our lesson. Remember that I was talking about the countable nouns and how countable nouns form singular and plural. It means that we will meet again in another lesson as usual. If you have any kind of comment, make sure you air out your comment so that I can respond to you. And also, if you have any kind of opinion, do not hesitate. Okay, write me a comment through my number, or write the comment on the group. Okay, and I'll be responding to them. Until next time, it's your teacher, Mr. Paul Frank. Let me say bye now. See you again.